he's doing, how it all turned to lies. Sometimes I think that it's better to never ask why.
It's a lovely day today, and I am so excited to know you're there. Many thanks for joining me on today's episode of SMEs Weekly, a place where we learn to grow our micro, small, and of course our medium enterprises. I'm Ezinne Egesi, and you're very much welcome. Welcome back. It's still SMEs Weekly right here on Galaxy Television. Now, on the show today, we will be discussing reasons why SMEs fail. And of course, in this exclusive interview, Saviour Iche, who is the president of the Association of Micro Entrepreneurs of Nigeria, has an answer to this question. Don't go away. If you want to own your business, if you are an entrepreneur who really wants to be successful in your business, this is for you. Don't go away. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Saviour Iche, President Association of Micro Entrepreneurs of Nigeria, for coming on the show today. We really do appreciate. SMEs have played and continued to play significant roles in the growth, development, and of course industrialization of many economies in the world. In the case of Nigeria, it is said that SMEs have performed below expectation, and this is due to combination of problems ranging from attitude and habits of SMEs themselves, through environmental related factors, instability of government, and of course frequent government policy changes. What is your take on this?
Actually, thank you very much for the question. And in Nigeria, the problem we have is the policies, just as Rati said. The environment is not considered enough for the SMEs to grow. I'm speaking in the capacity of the president of an association and also an entrepreneur. So the policies are very rigid, because there's no how an entrepreneur can make impact without, with this type of environment. To talk of the power, which is the necessary thing in order that we help the SMEs. The power is not there, the loan is not there. For you to to fund a business in Nigeria, as a small business owner, it takes a lot of sacrifice, because the government only, they only tell us what is happening on the place of newspapers, but they don't implement it. That's the problem. The entrepreneurs themselves, I'm an entrepreneur. We have the technical know-how. I want to tell you, we can beat the Western world. Yes, but the environment is not, free for us to, to exploit what we have. So you can say that what we consume on power alone is enough, even if they don't give us loan. If it's that power alone, I want to tell you, we can do exploit.
Now, some small businesses in Nigeria are growing rapidly and have the wherewithal for sustenance. Some seem to have a good start, but of course they run into uncontrollable issues on the long run. Now, tell us some of the mistakes that can lead to business failures, as well as ways of avoiding them.
Thank you. Some of the mistakes that entrepreneur, the newly entrepreneur make is many of them are not well rooted, well knowledgeable on what they want to do, and some of them doesn't have passion, on the area of business. Now, if you don't have knowledge, probably as I was saying, some of them, because they see somebody doing soap, and that person probably is making it, they will just go and they acquire a little knowledge. Probably they might ought to stay there for 6 months, at least to be more rooted, so that they can be able to know the rudiment of the business. They will just go there probably under 1 year, that's under 1 month. They assume that, they are good in knowledge, and they go into it. It happened to me. I went I went to go and learn how to rear fish, fish rearing. I went for a seminar. After there's 1 day seminar. It ought to be 1 week seminar. After the 1 day, I assumed that I have done it. I went to buy fish, buy enough. You have the money, buy enough fish. After the first day, about 20 died. I assume that I do not even care to call the instructor or go back, at least to humble myself. What's happening? I continue. Within 4 days, all the whole fish dies. So that is lack of knowledge, and also lack of passion. Now, if you have passion in what you are doing, as I said earlier, I was hawking on the streets of Lagos because why? I have the passion on what I'm doing. Any business you are doing and you have passion on it, you will not even be ashamed of it. You'll not be even ashamed because at the end of the day, if you can be able to hold on at the first time, it will not be what you expected. You'll not be getting at least even 30% of what you expected, but continuously you have passion. As an a graduate or hawking on the streets of Lagos, hawking. People talk of, but to me, it doesn't take anything out of because I know where I'm going. I know that I have passion, and with that passion, that passion that is have taken me to where I'm going tomorrow. So it's lack of passion, and also so many people make mistake, in area of finance. Some people, they just assume that Rome was built in a day. They not know that Rome was not built in a day. They will not go and accumulate much money, even to the extent of going to borrow as a starting up new business. If you are borrowing, not knowing the outcome of that business, not knowing the rudiment of the business, you are bound to fail. Is starting point or to at least inject a little money, and when you see, the efficacy of that money, you can be able to go for more. So this is one of the mistakes, the lack of knowledge, lack of passion, and also finance management. Some people go to bank to borrow. It's not all business that needs borrowing. At least you have to know the business well. I know the challenges. If it's money, all business. That's why so many people go to bank to borrow and they cannot be able to pay, right? Because they are not studying the business and know if money is a problem. Sometimes money is not the problem. Sometimes if you have a good business, money will be running after you. If you have a good product, people will bring money to you. We need this product. So this is one of the the fear of the mistakes. And also another thing is not knowing the right customer. Some people they produce soap and they taking it to where people who don't use soap. There's some places where people doesn't even bath, and you're taking their soap to them. So you need to know who are your target customers. If you can be able to know your target customers, you take this approach to them, you make a good sales.
The need to introduce entrepreneurial studies in our universities, in addition to emphasizing science, practical, and of course technological studies at all levels of our educational system, cannot be overemphasized. Do you think this is enough to create a strong sense of entrepreneurial spirit in those who are looking to own their own businesses?
Yes, is a very good one. I support that entrepreneurship should be introduced into the school curriculum. At least starting from the secondary school. At that secondary school level, from GS1, entrepreneurship should be introduced of different kinds, so that the student at that level that they have, their brain is still hot, can be able to know the area they want to go. That's from year 1. At year 3, they can be able to at least choose 2 they have passion for. As they now, proceed into the higher institution, they can be able to to stabilize. And the problem we have, I want to say this is, I went to one of the university in Nigeria, a very well-known university. I went to their lab. Nothing is there. So they should equip their lab. They have come here up to 3 different times. You know, a student that is, you know, that's about coming out into the market, you know, into the, you know, that's out of school. When they come here, I'm showing the chemical. The chemical not be able to know because they are being taught theory, not practicals. So at that level, after they now went into the higher institution, with that 2 entrepreneurship chip product they have in the secondary school, they will now go further, you know, to into the another level in the higher institution. While they are coming out, I want to tell you, we all know that in Nigeria the white collar job is not there. So I have so many people that have encouraged while they are in the higher institution. I even give them money to, you know, to go and, you know, that's enroll into skill acquisition. I have so many of them. I want to tell you, when as they come out from school, they are the one employing people. So if this, you know, entrepreneurship is being introduced, I want to tell you the issue of unemployment will be reduced because nobody will have to carry file and start answering sir. Yes, when you have the knowledge, the zeal. I have somebody, you know, a fresh graduate. She's into animal rearing. I'm telling you, and coming out with that knowledge from a higher institution, you will even do more better because you can write your business plan, right? You will even do better more than, you know, that an illiterate. You do better because the lady came and gave me, that's right, her proposal. In fact, I supported her. I spent almost 300,000 naira to equip her because she can be able to analyze all she wants in a plain paper. Even if you take it to bank, they can be able to at least know that you know what you are doing. I want to tell you, she started it about 6 months ago. By December, she makes sales of almost 720,000 naira. Tell me how would that lady will start carrying file again and start looking for a job? This is what she only invested, the structure and everything, you know, took 320,000. Now she make gain of this amount. And she reinvest again because the business yields profit every 4 months. Wow. By Easter now, she will be going to the bank again. You know, so that is the, you know, the entrepreneurship is the only thing that the school authority should look into.
How about the uneducated ones? How would they cope, especially when they have no access to science and practical technology?
Everybody must not be educated or must not go to school. Okay. You understand? Even I want to tell you, some people doesn't even ought to be in school. I went to one of the university you know, recently to speak to the new coming, you know, the students. I was telling them, I said, ask the person seated by you, why are you in school? Some people don't know why they're in school. Or why are you reading this course you're reading? Some of them are reading the course that JAMB give to them. You understand? And I could have caused a lot of confusion in that school that day. Many people don't know why they are in school. You ought to be, you know, when we are small, we are saying, when I want to grow up, I would like to be a doctor. You have that passion of being a doctor, you know, but the JAMB give you mechanical engineering. You just go. Living what you want to be in life. That is why, that is why some people after schooling, they will just abandon. I have a doctor, my eye doctor. The man had been my doctor for many years. I went to his office one day. I saw machines, sewing machine. I said, doctor, what happened? He said, this is his new love. This is where, in fact, this, somebody said, doctor, now being a fashion designer. So now talking of people who are not educated, going into entrepreneurship. Going into entrepreneurship will require writing. When I was in school, one of my lecturers was telling us that why raise upper 4, whatever, that since he had been working in office, that he never given an assignment in the office where he used y raise upper 5, find the ratio. You know, so why they are that's the non-educated ones can also key into entrepreneurship. It's just they have their brain. You know, if it's carpentering, you don't write book. You know, it's only your hammer and your nail that you need. You know, you don't need to start, you know, writing an exam or writing jam for it. If it's shoemaking, you don't use Bible to do it. It's your brain. So everybody has brain. God has given it's every one of us free of charge.
Finally, aside SMEs seeing the need to change their attitude and habits relating to entrepreneurial development, we need a paradigm shift from paying lip service to a practical and radical approach at ensuring the growth of this sector. What do you think the government should do or can do to drive entrepreneurial spirit among youths?
What the government should do is to make the environment, you know, conducive for the youth. You see, when, sorry to use, you know, when they want to re-reference anybody, when the present administration was coming into power, they were promising the youths, you know, giving them a salary, you know, that's without working. You know, I laugh because what they are doing, what they intend doing is create laziness. You know, now is to make the environment very competitive. I stand to be corrected. In 2014, I told Nigeria government that I wish that Nigeria oil should drive for 48 hours. The press was there. They asked me why. I said, so that Nigeria government should wake up for their responsibilities. Because you can see youths running up and down. You see them on the streets, at the newspaper stand, arguing, you know, Chelsea and whatever. Now my cloth, I will go buy, you know, stand. Now, the only thing now, if the government of the day can wake up from their slumbers and know that the Nigerian youths are sitting on a time bomb. What do I mean by that? The only business the youths are doing now is betting. And that betting is eating deep into their system. And if nothing is done in earnest, Nigeria will become a consuming nation instead of being a producing nation. That is, the economy will die. Because the youth that are betting, what are they betting? After betting, they use the money to go and buy something that another people from another country have produced. You know, so we've been a consuming nation instead of being a producing nation. So many of them cannot even work. Why? Because of the betting. In the olden days, we see this betting is the old men of those days that used to go to one shop with cotton. They call it pool. But now, even 2 years old child is not betting. Their mother will give them money. Go and try your luck. And that is a spirit. So, government should, as a matter of urgency, make youths, you know, make them to, you know, make the environment to be friendly with them. There's many areas they can go into. Farming is a very lucrative business. I'm into farming too. Yes.
Serious entrepreneur.
Yes. I am into a farming. I will show you the video of where I'm farming. I rear, birds. I have a small farm in my house. I'm even happy that I'm eating my own ugu. I'm happy that I'm eating my own okra from my farm. So they should make loan process to be easy. Now you cannot go to bank and borrow money as a small business owner. We have the Bank of Industry, we have the microfinance bank, all those things. They are rubbish. I know what many of us are facing. If somebody like me, who have been in business for the past 10 years, cannot go to the bank and borrow 1,000 naira at ease, how much more, a new person who is just starting, who don't have experience? If somebody like me who has a car, who has a house, who has a building, but I don't have C of O. The borrowing system in Nigeria is only for our big people in the industry. That is the problem. Right? Now, making these things, that's to be easy for them is, let there be skill acquisition centers. I've been advocating it for past years. I went to Delta State during the time of military, all these militants. I went there to train people. I went to Akintola University of Technology. I went there, I spent my money, I know how much I spent. I went there to train the new students on toothpaste production. So the skill acquisition center should be scattered all over. In each local government, there ought to be a skill acquisition center equipped. After the skill acquisition, give them a small, that T-pence we want to be giving them every month without working. Give them give it to them. The one that we have to give them for every month, times it in a year and give to them. Let them go and face challenge. Because they will be happy doing that. So some of them will bet today for the past 1 month, they will not gain anything. Nobody who don't want to be a boss of his own. So these things should be equipped in each local government, and you see them coming up. The farming issue, we have Bank of Industry. I went there. The lady I told you that went into farming, I took her there. The condition was what they are telling us in the newspaper is different from what you meet when you go there one-on-one. The conditions are so rigid that after I said, don't worry. Let's raise money from you for another source. Because if we're waiting for Bank of Industry for her to start the business, by now she might not have started the business. But she have done the first one and have gotten her gain. So that is what I want to advise the government. They should not think that all is well. All is just not well because the youths are being lazy every day by day because of all this. And why they are betting, after betting they will just go somewhere and and have their meeting. As they are there, hence they cannot be able to get something from the betting. They will be planning how to go and kidnap somebody. Yes, they will start thinking of how to go and commit one crime.
And that's it on SMEs Weekly today. Don't forget to always patronize Made in Nigeria product. I'm Ezinne Egesi. Bye for now.
always do